What is up, people? Our persons. Oh my gosh, it took a second. But I'm live. I'm ready to get this underway. Let's go. I'm just going to share this a few times for the people that didn't hop in here already. Ooh. Cool. Sharing it for a second. Ugh. It was so quiet. But yeah. So for all the people who've never seen me in person, I know I look a little grizzly, but again, for those who haven't seen me in person before, usually I have it lined up a little bit, the beard anyway. But for right now, I'm just chilling. Like I said, right now I'm just sending out the invites because it wouldn't let me do it before I went live for some reason. So, yeah. Hmm, 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 hmm. Cool. Okay. Let me put the slow mode on. But yeah, so I'm way quicker at this with my phone. So yeah, I'm just chilling right now. Like I said, trying to get everybody invited who said they wanted to come. So yeah. This is bananas. This is bananas. But yeah, it's I think it's Wednesday, right? Yeah. First month is out the way. Didn't take that much time either. This month blew by. I'm just gonna try to be more aware of the time next month. Well, starting tomorrow. Cause man, January was interesting for me. But yeah, like I said, once I get all these people invited, I don't mean they're gonna come, but they said they wanted me to send them invites because they couldn't find stuff. So I'm gonna send it to them. But yeah, so let me get some sounds in there. To me, that's like the funniest one though. Let me see. I think I got mostly everybody on this list. I'm thinking. But I did make a link on Facebook too, so we'll see if anybody hops in here. Man, what happened? I'm trying to think of what I did today besides editing in school. Um, shoot. Been staying on top of my schoolwork. That's one cool thing. Like that's one thing I'm happy about anyway. So for me, I'm just like as long as I can stay motivated, I think I'll be all right. Because a lot of my schoolwork, I'm just in discords with a lot of other people, and we just go over stuff all day. And you can actually hop back in class after you leave. To me, that's super nice because, like, if I get overwhelmed or burnt out, I can just hop back in there after a few hours. So yeah, cool. Yeah, I think that's everybody now. I'm hoping that's everybody. Oh snap! Here we go. No wonder my phone was moving slow. I hopped off the Wi-Fi for some reason. Wow. But yeah, mostly it's just been school. I'm trying to see, should I say it now or should I just wait until a couple people get in here? But I do got some fight news. I just found out today about a potential fight, so I'm excited about that. Then what else? So there's two potential fights. There's one in this area, and then there's another one on the East Coast. So I'm excited about either one, but I really want to take both fights. I know I'm greedy because I want to fight at least 6 times this year. That's what I'm hoping. What's up? Hey, how you doing? I'm trying to make sure I can see the comments at the same time. Cool, cool. How you doing? I appreciate you for joining me. But yeah, I was saying before you got in here that I do got some fight news, and I am excited, really excited, really, really excited. So, long story short, I got a fight. I just got offered for March, and then there's another one for May. So I could do both of them. It just depends on how that March one pans out. If I don't get another fight offer before that, I usually get these last minute fight offers. So I like try to stay chill and open minded and wait on the potential like big fight, and then I just see where my head's at, see which one I want to do because it ain't all about the money, but we like money. We need money, so that's the way I feel about it. But yeah. Oh, okay. There's the light. I was like, where's my light at, bro? Cool, cool. Turn that on right there. I think I'm gonna keep it red. Let me see. You got to pay and come watch. So you can give me the sign. Something. Huh? You wow. Well, I actually got t-shirts and stuff. Just let me know. Like what size and all that stuff. Cause I got merch. So I'm like that weird fighter. I love fighting and I love the atmosphere. I just don't like the publicity that goes along with it, I guess. Like I don't not like fans and stuff. I don't not like being around people. It's just I'm an introvert. So for me most of the time, like the first I think 3 fights of my like whole MMA career, I would literally just leave the cage and walk away. And a couple people they even told me like later on, they were like, dude, you were a what's the word I'm looking for without getting in trouble? You were a hole. I'll just say that you were a whole hole. But yeah, I wasn't really too focused on any of that other stuff. And I want to focus on the fight. But other than that, I enjoy it. I don't like hurting people, but I love fighting. I do love fighting. And most of the time when I am fighting, I'm not trying to hurt the person. It just happens like that. I guess that's why they call me Hambone. But seriously though, like for me, like what you said, you want to come see a fight. For me, that's the coolest part is that people want to come see the fights and they want to enjoy the fights because people don't see what we go through on the back end. They don't see like the negotiations, they don't see the time you put in or the conditions backstage sometimes are interesting. They're not bad, but they're interesting. You're getting ready to fight and you know your opponent got to walk past you to get to the bathroom. It's like, damn, what's up, bro? But yeah, I can't wait to fight. Like, hopefully this March one pans out. We'll see. Because I want to fight before March, but I kind of forgot today is the end of January and basically February is tomorrow, well, in a couple hours. So I guess it's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna start getting ready for that one because this year I'm trying to make a run. Like not just in the US but internationally too. So I can't wait. I haven't fought since June of last year. Yeah. I fought in June in Idaho and I haven't competed in anything since then. Like no jiu-jitsu tournaments. I'm appreciating the love. Appreciate it. And it's just I really want to get back in there. I just really want to get back in there. And I feel like if I stop for too long, I won't be as explosive or good as I am, even though I'm 0 and 4, it is what it is. That sucks saying that I'm 0 and 4. Oh my gosh. But I feel like it would be easy to quit. So for me personally, I'm gonna quit when I get hurt or when I don't enjoy it. That's what I told myself. Once I don't enjoy it anymore, it's time for me to hang it up. So until then, I am gonna keep putting these hands on folks. Oh dang! Appreciate the emojis. That's what's up. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, like for this live, what's today? Wednesday. So this one will always be up on Wednesday unless I'm fighting or something. So Wednesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I'll be on this live, but I also have 3 other channels. So yeah. But again, I appreciate the love and stuff. Y'all are awesome. And for me, like I said, the greatest thing I can do this year is get on a win streak and potentially like I really don't care about winning a title no more, man. To tell you the truth, my biggest goal would be to get on a Dazn card with the Paul brothers. Like I don't gotta fight them. I just want to be on the card. Because you can say what you want to say about them, but them dudes, as non-fighters, they make quintuple what we make as professional fighters. So I ain't hating on them. That's awesome. KSI, if he wanted to put me on a card in the UK, that's cool too. Like I'll score up with anybody over there because nothing against those guys, but come on. And yeah, so fight news. That's it for right now. I know there are 2 potential fights right now, both of them before June, which is awesome because they're a month apart too. So I'd have some time to rest. But the one in March seems like it's a go. Got to talk to some folks and we'll see. We'll see. Because I like fighting over here in this area just because like the fan base, it's not the most money over here for me, but the fan base makes it fun, and if you watch any of my fights, I like to entertain people. If I had to say who I think I'm most like, I'd have to say The Rock's persona in wrestling. I said wrestling all the time. Oh my gosh. But The Rock with a little bit of Tyson, because for me with my hands, I think I'm nice. I just don't like throwing them that much. I don't know why. It's like the older I got, the less I wanted to throw them, and there's nothing wrong with them. I don't know. I really don't. I've been trying to figure it out for a couple of years now, but for some reason, I don't like piecing people up as much with these. I like to grapple and kind of put some hands on them on the ground a little bit, and then let them up, and then do it again. But that was the nice me. Now I'm more along the lines of forget your feelings, man. I got to put these hands on you. So next fight I do have, I'm gonna look completely different. I might look like the 2012 me, 2012, 2013. I was way more. I wasn't as much of a counter fighter back then. I was a counter fighter, but like I wasn't just waiting the whole time. Now I'm chilling. It's like I'm faster than most heavyweights. I'm more elusive, I'll say. And I don't really get worried about getting hit because most of the time I don't get hit. It is what it is. And I think every fight I've been in, I've had a takedown except the one I had here in February last year. Other than that, I've had a takedown in every single fight. And that kind of messed with me mentally because I was like, damn, how did I not go for the takedown? But I was piecing him up so bad standing up. No disrespect to him. I'm laughing because I can see it in my mind. Like we were both sitting there smiling, like just yeah. Fighting is interesting because a lot of people think we're angry in there. There might be some angry people, but I I ain't never went in a fight angry. Even if I told you I was gonna like put these hands on you, I meant it in like the nicest, most respectful way. Like after every fight, I tell the guy, I appreciate you for stepping in there with me because what was that? I was supposed to have a fight in Helena, Montana, and the guy no showed me, which not only affects the fans, but it affects my pay, because when they don't show up, you don't get paid the same amount. So, that kind of like threw me off mentally. And then we end up like squaring off and getting a grappling match, me and another guy. And I had fun doing that. It was cool or whatever, but that wasn't what I trained for. So again, for me, it's a great experience, like to be 40 and still be able to, go out there and fight and, like compete at a high level. A lot of people say, "Oh man, you look slow." I'm like, that's because that's all I needed to put into it. And the way I look at it is, I've never put 100% into a fight. I've never really felt like I needed to. So, not taking nothing away from anybody I fought. I go in there and have fun. To me, it's fun. If you watch my fights, I'm laughing. Like most of the guys I fight, if you ask them, I talk to them. Like they can be in a dominant position, like on top of me, like raining down hands, and I'll be moving. I'll be like, "Yeah, you almost got me on that one. Oh, you got me on that one. Was nice." And because it's fun. I was given a gift. I've never been hurt. Like I got knocked out once, and that was in kickboxing. That was supposed to be MMA, and that was in New York. But that's the only time I've ever been knocked out. So for me in MMA, which I've done a lot of fights in MMA, to not have ever been knocked out, I'm just like, why not keep doing it? It's fun. After the fight, me and the dude talk, we hug, we take some pictures. It's cool. We get paid, we go home, go eat a steak, chill, go to the lava hot springs, relax. And it ain't no bad blood. It sucks when you lose, but again, I think some of the strongest times in your life are when you're coming off a loss, and I got 4 of them in a row. So for me, I'm just like, yeah, we got to get some type of win. We got to. But in the short side of things, I really just want to make sure that I leave when I want to, and I leave because I want to, not because somebody did something or somebody said something or somebody believed something. So for me, it's just I'm always going to be focused on being better. I might not be the better that you see, but I know I'm the better that I see. So again, it is what it is. But a lot of the times now, I feel like depressed after the fight, but I'm kind of okay after that. Not not okay, but it don't really affect me as much. A lot of folks are like, "Man, you lost," and I'm just like, "Yeah." But did you see the other guy though? So you get a lot of hate. You get a lot of people that if you won, they would be completely different than when you lose. When you're winning, everybody likes you. Everybody wants to be in your circle. Everybody wants to be in your corner, blah, 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 and all that stuff. When you lose, that's when you see like who's really there, who's really a fan, who's really a friend, teammate, and all that stuff. So again, for me, I kind of just gravitate towards my own solar system. Like I don't really ask anybody for nothing no more. I don't hang out with folks. I don't train with a lot of people no more. And there's nothing against them. It's just to me, I feel like sometimes you can be too real and too honest. And a lot of times people try to break you, even in a gym setting, they'll try to break you or humble you, which is cool and awesome, but shit, shoot, don't try to humble me. Like you don't even know me, and you get a lot of these guys who think like they're the top notch and all this stuff. And you look at them and it's like, bro, your record was padded, like you didn't have a lot of hard fights, bro. But again, that's on some more stuff. That'll be on another live some other time. But yeah, so right now I'm just in the mix, you know, trying to make sure I stay healthy and mobile. Because, like I said, I feel like when you give up and you stop moving and you stop being really active, that's when the body starts shutting out, especially at 40. Like, I can still go in the gym now. I don't take no steroids. I don't take no supplements. I don't even do protein shakes no more. I'm like all natural. And, a lot of guys can't say that. I've never taken any type of illegal substances ever, never taken any PEDs at all. Like anytime you've ever seen me throughout my fight career or football career, I'm all natural. And again, a lot of people can't say that because I know a lot of dudes that take steroids and stuff. And if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. For me personally, nah, I feel like I'll be cheating myself. So nah, I'm not gonna do that. But you get a lot of these guys that go in there and their own stuff. And again, if that's how you get through it, whatever floats your boat. But don't get mad and blame somebody when you're on something and you still fail when you're on something. Like I don't get that. You know, it's like you mad at me or somebody else because I beat you and you had everything going for you that should have gave you the advantage illegally. So yeah, I don't feel no type of way about that no more. Like I used to, but now I'm like, if you're on steroids and stuff, just throw an extra bag on my pay at the end of the night. We can still get it off. I ain't even mad at you. Like I said, it's, most of the time it don't even matter that much to me because if we're gonna fight, we're gonna fight. So again, you got these guys who they want to blame stuff. Like my 4 losses, man, they're mine. I eat that. That's all me. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, it was somebody else's fault. No, it was mine. Like there were times where I didn't go train. There were other times where I didn't take the people serious. There were other times where I was like, it's just a check. So again, to me, like my losses are my losses. And you got to take that stuff on the chin sometimes. Like, oh dang, I lost again. I've had to say that 4 times. 4 times. But I think being a mature man, you have to accept the fact that it was your fault. Like I don't blame my teammates, I don't blame my coaches. Like for me, it was me. And then I don't like listening to people too. I can hear everything people are saying when I'm fighting, but a lot of times I'm thinking about so many different things, like so many different moves. It's just like, yeah, you're out there, I'm in here. And with all due respect, it's just like I'll think about it. And again, for me, I just know that it takes me a while to process stuff and trust people. So that's just how I've always been. And a lot of people say, oh man, I didn't know like racism still existed. And I'm like, I'm from the South. So there's no way I'm ever gonna say, oh, I didn't think racism existed. I'm from McGee, Arkansas. If you don't know where that's at, that's in the Delta. Like our high school was surrounded by cotton fields. That's how South I am. A lot of cats up here in Utah ain't never touched cotton. So yeah, we'll just leave that at that. But again, we trying to make sure like we stay real with some stuff because A lot of things get swept under the rug or they try to get ignored, and it's just like, why ignore it? Like if somebody, I don't even hate you. Like if you racist, you racist. Like you're entitled to feel the way you want to feel. That's that's how I feel about it. If you don't like black people, whatever. If you don't like Hispanic people, that's your business. You don't like Caucasian people, that's your business. You don't like Asians, you have the right to like and not like whoever you feel. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, as an adult human, you have the right to feel the way you feel about certain stuff. And that's me being honest about it. Like, yeah, it might suck to somebody else, but at the same time, it's your right to feel how you want to feel. It's kind of like, nah, I'm not even finna go. I almost went there. Nah, that wouldn't have ended well. So I'm gonna leave that where it is. But what I am gonna do is send out some more invites and see if I can get some more people in here. Because again, everybody says, "Oh yeah, I want to come. I want to blah blah blah," and then you don't see them. You know what I'm saying? You don't even see them because they don't come. So again, I'm gonna send out these invites real quick. I know. That's how I felt about it too. And we're gonna see who actually pops in here. But I will just keep this live going. Like I said, I'm trying to go live for an hour. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm more comfortable on here. So we'll see. Trying to see how I want the camera. Okay. We good right there, I think. Yeah, we're good right there. All right. Gonna send these out and we're gonna see who answers. Actually, I'm just gonna put a post up. Yeah, instead of sending all those, I'm gonna just put up a post. We had some people in here earlier, but they hopped out. I guess they left. They left, but I'm not gonna stop the live yet. There we go. Sent one out on Snapchat. So let me see. Everybody is busy, which is cool though. You can be busy. I'm busy too. So I got that one out the way on Snapchat. Let me send this one on Facebook. I don't really get on Facebook that much no more. It's not as exciting as it used to be. It it's just so many people. Like you get on there now and your mom's on there and like your coworkers and everybody else. Remember when Facebook was more what's the word I'm looking for? Not, I'll just put it like this, not as abundantly open to everybody. I'm gonna use that one. Now everybody's on there. And then what really just irks me the most is you get people that got like 6 pages. I'm like, why you got 6 pages? Oh man, I forgot my password. I'm like, when did you get your page? Oh man, I got it like 2 years ago. In my mind, I'm like, bro, I've had the same page since like 2009. Like, I don't get how y'all be having like 6, 7 pages. Or you get these other people that change their name, and like some people name don't go with them. I'll just say them. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, now it's just so easy for people to get on there, and it's not as cool as it used to be. Not saying that I don't get on there from time to time, but it's just not as fun and unique as it was. Everybody's on there trying to promote businesses and tag you and stuff and get Timu deals and play like Monopoly Go. And I'm just like, bruh, I'm good. I'll pass on that because I don't really want to like download Monopoly Go. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, I guess. But yeah, like I said, for me, it's just mostly trying to grow, and a lot of people think, growing is money, or you get some of the people that talk about energy and they only talk about energy in a way that it benefits them. And I'm just like, I believe that everybody has a set amount of energy a day. Like you have a set amount when you wake up in the morning. And the more you interact with certain people, the more energy you lose because they drain you. There's also people that give you energy, but I don't take away the fact that there are people that will drain your energy and they make you tired. Like you're tired for no reason when you get home, and now you don't have energy for the people that matter. And I'm at a point now where I don't waste my energy on people. If you're trying to be negative towards me, that's awesome. Be negative towards me, but stay that way. Don't try to be cool with me once you're in a good mood or once stuff's going right in your life. Now keep that same energy that you had before. Keep that energy all the way through our our chapter. I'll say that because I don't like flip flopping. Like if I don't like you, I don't like you. I'll be cordial if I need to be, but I'm gonna try not to be around you if I don't like you. Because I know a lot of people when they see this video, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you talking about me?" If you know I'm talking about you, why ask? I'm just saying. But again, that's a whole nother subject. That's gonna be a whole nother episode. So, a word from our sponsors, which would be me. If you haven't went and liked my Grundy TV channel, that's my vlogging, traveling, and blogging and review channel. All of like I used to have it as my anything channel, but now I'm transitioning to just vlogging, traveling, blogging, and reviews. Like not just food reviews, but hotels, like resorts. Because I feel like a lot of people don't do reviews on certain places or certain things. And I feel like you should, because if you hold people accountable, eventually they'll change or try to change, hopefully. So, yeah. But for right now, my sponsors are me. If you would like to be a sponsor, let me know. We'll see. I ain't saying it's going to happen, but we will see. And again, I wanted to do my live so I could talk to people and say, because even if you're not here for the live, I wish you would be. It'll still get posted on my page, whatever page I'm on. So you'll still get to see it. You just won't see it when it's happening. You'll see the recorded version or whatever. But yeah, so my Grundy TV page, that's the one for traveling. And then I also have my art page, which is Apartment 17 Studios. But I also have this page, which is this is technically my podcast page. Mr. Furrell's Rundown podcast. Rundown and podcast are two different words, but it sounds like I'm saying the podcast is rundown. I know. I didn't think about that until after I like said it out loud to somebody, and I was just like, huh, that's interesting. But again, you live and you learn, right? So for me, this channel will be going live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then my Mr. Furrow 83 TV page will probably be going live on Thursdays or Fridays. Because it's weird. Like when you fight for different promotions, some days you fight on a Friday, some days you fight on a Saturday. So I'm gonna have to mess with that a couple times because, like I said, if I fight in March, I got a feeling that fight might be on a Friday. It might not, but I got a feeling it'll be on a Friday. So we will see. We will see. But yeah, right now I'm just sending out more invites and hoping somebody hops in here. But again, if they don't, I'm still going to do the episode because this helps me grow as far as being in front of a camera. Like, yeah, I've done acting stuff, but at the same time, I've never liked being in front of a camera, if that makes sense. But yeah, so again, I'm sending out a few more, just a few more invites, and then I'll be putting the phone down for a second, for a good second. But yeah, I just don't want to get in too quiet. You know, I love that. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yeah, yeah, what they did. But I know I got to get my sound effects down. Love that one. Love that one. But almost done. Cool. I'm gonna put the phone down. Okay. So back to what I was saying. Um, if you're just tuning in, I do have two potential fights before the summer hits. One's in March, one's in May. One's on this coast, the other one's on the East Coast. So we'll see. You know, for me, it's gonna be a couple of things. You know, I'm gonna still have to talk to my inner circle team, and we'll see what it looks like. That's funny. Like what it looks like. Okay, I got you. But yeah, I want to get back in there and fight 8 times this year. That's the goal. Let's fight 8 times. And to end the year somewhere warm. I'll just say that. Hopefully. Yeah, somewhere warm. But on to other stuff. Let me see. Somebody asked me earlier about anime, like what anime I'm watching. I fell off. I've fallen when it comes to anime. I don't know what to say. Like I'm not done with anime. I got so much other stuff going on that I don't get to enjoy it as much. I'll put it like that. So, and then there's so many, you know, like I stepped away and I came back and there were so many, and there's so many good ones. And I'm just like, I want to watch this. And then you start watching this, and then, oh, I'm gonna check out this episode. And it's like you started 12 different anime, and none of them are past episode 5 for you. So, taking a step back from anime. I will be starting, I guess, my author chapter of my life. Never thought I'd be doing that. But yeah, so I got a manga I want to start and a couple of books I want to knock out before the end of the year. So there's at least 3 books I want to get out. We will see. We will see. But yeah, as far as the anime goes, I try to catch Miyazaki stuff at the theater. That's one of my biggest things is I like to watch his stuff on a big screen. And I think like the past 5 years they've been showing his stuff in Cinemarks. So that's pretty cool, like when you can catch them. But as far as that, like I haven't really watched any anime, not at home. Not at home. I watched the Dragon Ball Heroes or whatever with Gohan. Like that was it was all right. I just feel like now it's like what's next, you know? Like, oh, you're rewriting this. Now he's the strongest again. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Really? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Dragon Ball no more. Um, like when they changed up Broly, like I think they should have. I like the old Broly, the one where basically he didn't like Goku because Goku was screaming when they were babies. There we go. For some reason it double clicked. I'm sorry. But yeah, the Broly from like the 90s was nice. Like this Broly is cool, but he's not Broly, like the Broly that was unstoppable pretty much. Like I'll have to show him to you. But it it just didn't hit the same, and I don't think it's because I'm necessarily getting older. I think it's just the fact that the story is not really progressing like I wanted to. I'm gonna pull this up on this Broly right here. So this is my Broly. Like I felt like he was one of the top things about Dragon Ball Z back in the day. And a lot of people don't like him, but I'm like, bruh, he came in and just like the new Broly has his moments, but this Broly just destroyed everybody. And he like pushed everybody too. It was wild because he looked so small and fragile at first, and then he just popped on the scene, started beating people up. He kind of, what's that word? He popped on the scene with the gangster lean. Yeah, I know. I just feel like I had to say that. But yeah, once they switched it up, there were parts I liked in the new Dragon Ball Super universe, but there were also things that I felt like they should have brought back some stuff. Oh my gosh, they really should have brought back some stuff. But again, it was okay. It was a nice fan service, I guess. Let me see, what else was I watching at one point. My Hero Academia. Oh my gosh. My Hero Academia. That was my go-to. Yeah, that's how I felt. It was like, damn, because they had so much potential. And then next thing you know, they took a break or something, and it came back. It came back pretty hard, but it took so long. I kind of just faded with it a little bit. I've never watched Chainsaw Man. One day I might watch it, and I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen. Haven't watched that either. There was one more everybody was asking me about. I watched Demon Slayer. Now, don't get me wrong, Demon Slayer is there was a good dose of awesomeness when Demon Slayer came out. Um, yeah, that kind of revitalized my anime wants right there, because that for a long time I didn't really care about anime. I'm I never thought I'd say that, but I was just like, ugh. I'm kind of like that with gaming now too. Like I'll hop on Fortnite or something, but it don't hit the same. I'm so focused now on making sure everybody's straight in my family, and making sure if something happens to me, like I said, I'm 40, that everybody else is good. Because if you know me, like most of my friends are dead, like that I grew up with. A lot of them are dead, like especially in the upperclassmen. A lot of them are gone, and I'm just like, man, that they didn't just die. It's been over the past 10 years, I think, lost about 20 or 30 people. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. But Yeah. I was just thinking about it for a second because I got a lot of friends and stuff that would have loved to see this. But you keep going, you keep pushing until you can't push no more, I guess. And that's why I feel, I'm not a religious person. I don't talk about religion, but I feel like I do have what's the word? I have a good existence. I'll say that. Because at 40, I'm still athletic. I'm still mobile. I can still go to the gym and hoop. I can still go run, you know, not as fast as I used to be, but I can still go run. I know a couple people that can't make it to the corner. Yeah. But if that makes you happy, that it is what it is. So, yes, sir. Yeah, we're 15 minutes until this is over. Don't get me wrong. I like doing this. It's actually helping me out a lot. I can feel myself getting more comfortable. It would have been greater if like more people came because I sent out the invites. So, yes, people are busy, which is cool. Everybody has a life. But for me personally, I'm just like, come join the live. Come do something. Yeah. And then you see a lot of them on Facebook. That's the other funny part. Because you'll see them on Facebook and they're like, oh, yeah, I didn't know you were on. Did you see my face? So, yeah. But again, it's a growing process. We're all involved, including me. But I like it. This is gonna be fun doing this for my channels. It's gonna help me grow. Eventually, I'll be giving out advice on things. I'm not a doctor, not a psychiatrist, but I do have life experience. So some stuff is what's the word? I always say that. What's the word? Some stuff you don't really need help with. You just need to hear something, if that makes sense. Because sometimes you'll hear something, you'll be like, that's exactly what I needed. So it's not always about the person like fixing your problem. Sometimes it's just about hearing about the problem or hearing options. So that's how I feel about it. I know some people probably gonna be like, man, that made no sense. Life don't make sense, but it's here. So yeah. So I'm gonna plug in my other three channels. So I got the Mr. For Real 83 TV. That's to me my fun one. I can do like skits and stuff on there. I got the Daquantavious Trump skit coming out probably Friday, maybe. Yeah, maybe Friday. I'm doing the sour challenge tomorrow. Well, I'm doing it tonight. The video will be up tomorrow. I'm not excited about that. Um, those are all things for the Mr. For 83 TV page. For the Grundy TV page, I'm going to be sharing like some of my trips I took in the past year. And those will I try to post on that page every day just to get it growing a little bit because it's way lower than I expected it to be. So I'm going to post on there, try to post on there every day. So Grundy TV is my vlogging, traveling review page. Oh, and I got some reviews coming up. So McDonald's, yeah, doing a McDonald's review. Jack in the Box, yeah, Jack in the Box hurt my heart. And then a towing company out here in Utah. So I got 3 reviews I'm going to do in the next couple days for those companies. And they're not paying me to do it. Like I'm giving my honest opinion. I'm not going to make anything up. I'm going to give the facts. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. And that's on the Grundy TV page. So We got the Mr. Furrow 83 TV, which is the funny one, like the skits and all that stuff. It's more free. Then we got the Grundy TV page, which is the traveling, the vlog, and the blog and the reviews. And then we have Apartment 17 Studios, which is my art page. And it's actually helping me with some of my depression because I don't sleep a lot. So for me to be able to share some of my artwork and put like music with it, kind of like making a screensaver for people. To me, I feel like that's awesome because a lot of times I don't go to sleep, or I'll go to sleep for like 2 hours and then I'm up, and then I'm up the whole day, and then I'm tired, and then I sleep for 2 hours, and then I'm back up. So it like doesn't ever get a reset for me, and the music just helps calm me down, just helps chill me out a little bit, and the artwork that's with it, I try to put landscapes up, and I actually create these landscapes. So when I get to look at it, I get to see it. I get to see something I created that helps me. So for me, that's awesome. And like I said, that's my Apartment 17 studio page. Like if you don't see it, I'll put it up here real quick. Let me see. Do-do-do. Do. I hope that doesn't take the screen out when y'all are looking at that. Okay, there we go. Cool. Ooh, you didn't see that. Let me see. So I'm going to share that page with you real quick. Not that piece. I just want to show like the actual page. So, there we go. So it's Apartment 17 Studios. But yeah, that's my art page right there. As you can see, I got some nice stuff on there for people to look at. Not a lot of views, which again, trying to build all the pages up and let them be independent. Like, yeah, I'll mention them on my lives and stuff, and I'll share stuff. But all of the pages technically will be independent and run by themselves. Because the Mr. Furrow 83 TV, like I said, is all about skits and funny stuff and making people laugh and just doing what I want to do. And the Grundy TV one, it's about traveling and vlogging, blogging, doing reviews. And then the Apartment 17 Studios, the one I just showed, is going to be my art page, where I make like the screensavers and stuff and have the music playing so you can just let that play in the background while you're cleaning and stuff like that. But I also commission artwork on that page. So if you see something you like, just comment and message me or get my email, and I can see about commissioning artwork, and I can actually make artwork for people. So that page, like I said, has its own entity. And then this page, Mr. Furrow's Rundown, is just going to be podcasts talking about MMA, talking about sports. Not going to do too much news and stuff like that. Like you can watch the news somewhere else. But there might be some like crossovers between the channels. Like the Daquantavious Trump, like he might end up being like on the podcast one day. You never know. You never know. He might make an appearance, a guest appearance. And that would be wild. But this page is going to be more, or I keep saying this channel is going to be more about talking about MMA, like talking about sports, talking about life in general, like anime, like all the things that I care about. And I'll be able to talk about them on my channel, because a lot of times people talk about stuff on their channel and they're all like talking about the same stuff. So I want to talk about stuff from my aspect and the way I look at it. and you are welcome to join me. Like, I can actually take calls and put callers on the podcast. Oh yeah. So in the future, there will be guests. That's another thing. So this channel will have guests, and I'll also be traveling around the U.S., especially with the fights. So from now on, I'm gonna try to make sure in my contract I get to interview the promotion. I at least want to interview the promotion or somebody who represents the promotion. And after the fight, I want to interview the guy I fought. Like not right after the fight. That would be interesting. But maybe within the time I leave, before I leave, interview him. I think that'll be cool to actually like win or lose, like have a nice quick sit down with him at a coffee shop or something and actually get to talk about how they felt in their experience in the cage and what it's like to be fighting and how it feels to fight me, and I can talk about how I felt to fight them. And it I feel like a lot of stuff is left unsaid with the fight game. Everybody thinks they can do it, or not everybody, but so many people. You'll be surprised how many times I've heard, yeah, I could have been a fighter. Yeah, blah, blah. You could have been a lot of stuff. You could have been a scientist if you read your science book more thoroughly, maybe. Who knows? I just feel like it's almost a slap in the face to the people that go out there and grind and work hard and, miss time with their family, or don't get to eat the foods they want to eat, or don't get to have the type of lifestyle they want because they have to fight. Like everybody sacrifices for their jobs and their careers, but you're sacrificing on both ends as a fighter. You're sacrificing. You're sacrificing both physically, well, actually three ways. You're sacrificing physically because you're giving up your body. You're sacrificing mentally because you have to keep your body motivated and moving. So when your body fails, your mind has to pick up the slack, or vice versa. When your mind fails, your body has to pick up the slack. And then emotionally, you go, like for me, being 0-4, there's days where I ain't heard nothing about fighting, but I'll think about it like, dang, I ain't got no wins as a pro, It's like, dang, I got almost more losses than I have wins between my amateur and pro career. I almost got more pro losses than I got wins as an amateur. It's wild. I never thought that would happen. But again, it's my fault, because there were times I could have been training. There were times I could have put in more work or put in more effort or took it more serious. And that's why I think a lot of people, I distance myself, or I differentiate myself from a lot of people because I know it's my fault. I don't blame nobody else for it. It is what it is. You can only try to grow and get better. And that's what I'm gonna do. But at the same time, you got some people, they blame everything on everybody else. Oh, my life sucks. Why does your life suck? Oh, because I couldn't get blah blah blah. That does suck for you, but yeah. What are you doing to get that? Oh, I'm not doing anything. Well, you shouldn't be whining about it. If you're not doing nothing to make it better, you shouldn't whine about it. I know homeless people that go out and grind, they go out and make it happen because they don't have a choice. I've been homeless before, and I refused help. I was just like, nah, I'm gonna get it on my own. Like I was homeless with a job, and it really sucked because it was just like, man, you don't know how much money you spend in a day until you don't have a place to lay your head. Trust me. And I got the videos. I knew that I wouldn't be homeless forever, so I like did a video because I was sleeping in my car, and like you can see the blankets in the background of the video. I'll share that on another episode. But a lot of people whine, and they depend on everybody to do stuff for them. And I'm like, you have it really good. I'm like, I know people that don't eat for 2-3 days. You good. So, everybody has their own journey, but are you doing anything to make it better? That's again the difference. Like, are you just sitting there whining about it and waiting on somebody else to fix it? Or are you trying to get out there and get it? If you get out there and get it, you should get it got. Oh my gosh, I came up with that live too. We are live, and I came up with that. But now, real talk. Yeah, just like all goals aren't meant to be just accomplished just like that. Some of them take time, and some of them you're gonna fail at, and then you move to something else and you come back. Like it just depends on if you really want it. If you really want it, you'll make it happen. But again, I appreciate y'all for coming. I appreciate the people who stepped in and said hi and thanks. And I'll be going live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on this channel. Thanks. Hope y'all have a good one. Doo-doo, doo-doo.